Hi everyone, this is Pensa Penumbra and this is for amysass7's beauty tip contest, and I have brown eyes. So basically my keywords for the beauty tip are green apples. Now why green apples? So I'll put details down in the description box below this video post, why I'm sort of going this sort of natural sort of route, but what I want to get straight to is the green apples themselves. So basically green apples, or more the sour or tart variety of apples, contain malic acid. Now malic acid is a natural alpha hydroxy acid which is great for sort of brightening dull or sallow skin, good for smoothing complexions as well as exfoliating. And apples again are a natural antiseptic, good for killing bacteria. So I found with this particular one, again it's something I've definitely been using in between obviously my store-bought sort of blemish treatments or complexion brightening and toning sort of treatments. But it's great because everyone can sort of get to a green apple, I presume, and most people love to eat apples as well, and I love the really sour tart ones anyway. So basically you can use red varieties of apples that have to be quite a tart or sour apple, so we again recommend the green ones. Some red ones do contain a lower concentration of malic acid, and you want to stay away from more the very sweet variety of red apples because they may contain higher levels of sugar. And what you don't want to do, obviously if bacteria is causing the issue with the acne, is you don't want to actually feed that bacteria on the face. Basically with the green apple, in the morning if you've got time before you put on your makeup, or in the evening once you've cleansed and removed all of your makeup, I find it really good just to grab your apple, because what you're going to be doing is if you don't use all of it, you're going to be eating it. So normally the smaller the better. Just sort of peel a little bit of the skin off, cut the smallest or thinnest little bit of slither, and then just grab a cup. This is basically what I do, just a cup. Add a little bit of hot or almost hot water. What we want to do is put that little bit of slither in the cup and just let it sit there for a few minutes, basically just till it gets soft. Careful when you're taking it out, just let it cool down a little bit. I normally just put it on the plate or on the basin in the bathroom. Don't pat it dry, because what I want to do is use that little bit of slither and that water to help it stick to the skin, because what you're going to be doing anywhere you've got sort of like a blemish coming through, even if it's just the itchiness, you can see that little redness on the skin sort of coming through, just sort of place it on there. And what you do, you'll find with that sort of natural little bit of water on there and there's natural stickiness of that little apple, it'll help it stick there. So leave it there as long as you can. It might last there 5 minutes before it sort of dries out. Just some cold water and tap it over there just to keep it moist enough to stay on your face. 10 minutes to 20 minutes if you can spare that time. Leave it on there, then obviously all you want to do is just peel it off gently. You can eat it if you want, but I prefer just to throw that little bit away because you can eat the rest of it. Just cleanse that little bit of area, just a cotton pad or something just to cleanse it off, and you're good to go. And I've used this and I've found over time some of the blemishes that I have that I've only been using the apple on have gone. So I might use it a couple of days in a row, or I might just use it once. That sort of redness, the itchiness and all that seems to go, and I found it really, really good. Plus, get to eat the apple. Or you can put a little bit of lemon juice over the top of that cut, wrap it up in cellophane, and you can use it for the next bit. If I've saved that apple, the next thing you can do as well is with the rest of that apple, or just another, cut it off the flesh. So I prefer not to use the core, cut off the flesh, leaving the skin on, throw it in your blender. So you're basically getting it down to a nice pulpy mass. Here's one I prepared earlier. It looks a bit gross because it has sort of gone brown. I've had it sitting there, but basically that's it. Preferably a little bit more pulp than that. It's a little bit chunky because the weight will help it fall off your face. So a little bit pulpier than that. What you're doing, if you can do it while you're lying down, just dab it over your face. Or if you're sort of watching TV, maybe keep your face back as far as possible so it doesn't run straight off it. But just tap it around your area, away from the eyes and sort of your lips and that, because you just sort of want it on your face. Just leave it there again as long as you can, up to 20 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Whatever you can, and that's just a really nice sort of toner and sort of cleanser all in one. So cleanse it off with water. Basically my tip with the green apples. I hope you found that interesting. And if you've got really, really heavy acne, or should be talking to your dermatologist to see if it's actually good for you. But this I found good for my sort of skin type. And my skin type's combination to oily particularly around my T-zone area. But again, Amy, thank you so much for this contest. I look forward to watching and reading everyone's tips, and Happy New Year.